Hi there, it's Tanya from Tatty's Treasures. So today I am back with another episode from my botanical series, and this is something that I've seen Rachel from Roxy Creations do quite a few times. And the other week I watched Barbie from Artistic Creations, I think her channel is, and she did one too, and I thought, I might give it a go. So what I've started with is, all I've done is, the index pages at the back of books, I've just cut them down to 4-inch strips, and I've just joined a few together. And I've done 2 lots, and I've just used the framers tape because I can collage over that. And these can be used for pockets, tags, journal cards, side tucks, all kinds of things. But it just gives you more choice, because normally we do them, small, so we use them like to edge envelopes and all the rest of it. So this is a bigger version, so you can use it on different things. So I've got my black mat out. Now I will be sewing it up and down, but you really don't have to. I'm only sewing it because I have got a machine. So I'm only going to use really cheap economy, shop brand glue stick, because I think using anything else would be a waste. And I'm going to start layering it up with more neutral coloured things. So I've gone through my scraps, and I've dug out pieces of, I'm just finding my tear roller, pieces of book page and straw paper and graph paper and all things like that to do kind of the main base. And then I'm just going to pop some more patterned things in, and then I'm going to put some bits of fabric, and then I'm going to put some bits of ephemera and things like that. So I'm just going to start by making some of these pieces a bit more manageable. I'll probably rip them down again, but at least then they're right in front of me. So I've got some brown paper, and I've got a lot of the scraps left from when I did the Tim Holtz folios. Not the Tim Holtz paper, but the paper pad. That's actually a piece from the Bow Bunny, from Die Cuts with a View. So let's start with, and I've got some things on newsprint paper as well. This is from Tailor Made Journals, and it's one of her ephemera sets, and I like printing it on this newsprint paper, and it's great in collage, or even in your journals. And printing it on this newsprint, it kind of gives it an authentic look and feel. So some water damage to those ones, so I'm just gonna take the tops off those. Obviously don't need the full pieces in collage. That's that. Whew, I might be able to get my thing back on it. What I'm collaging, I've got that much on here. Right, let's just do these two and then we'll make a start. I don't think I'm really gonna ink because I think there's going to be that many different layers put on. I think I would probably ink when I've cut the pieces out to actually use them on whatever, you know, if I was doing a pocket, then I'd cut a section out and then ink around that. But otherwise I'm going to be just inking. So let's make a start. So are we? Yeah, we can see. Lovely. Right. Ooh. So I'm going to start by gluing just a section, and then we'll see what we can get on it. Okay. And I'm not bothered if they're poking over and stuff. I don't know if I'll cut it down flat after or if I'll leave it like that. I don't think I'll know until it happens. So that's that. Don't want any more of that. Some book page, dictionary page. So that can go there. Yep. Here we go, throwing everything around. So that's that. I'm glue stick stuck to everything. I'm gonna just pop that there just to spread them out a little bit. So that's that. So I'll let that down. Shall stick that around there. So okay, I'll stick this down here. Just thinking if I do it random, then I'm going to get a bit of all these papers spread over instead of it being, you know, all on the first section. So I'm just going to tear this down because I'm not tear all of it very well. So trying not to think about it. All I'm trying to do is, you know, cover the underneath, and that's as far as it goes, especially on the first you know, level of things. It is just a base. It is just covering what's underneath, and that's all it's about. So I just want a good, you know, selection of papers. Got this teddy bit of green here. I might as well go back down here like so. Right, let's just move it, tear this down. Yep. So that can go at the top. Pop this, I might have it across there. No, I won't. I'll have it there, like so. So I've got nothing of that kind of colour down here. So that's that. That there. Put that bit in this bit. I'll cover that over actually. So we've got some dictionary on those two. Let's have one on here. Yeah. It's quite a heavy glue stick, that is. If you've not noticed by the doom of it. Right, we've got some brown paper in the first two, so let's use some of that. Use that there, just to cover that bit up. So I'm using scraps, I'm using things what I've printed too many of, things that I haven't printed, you know, great, just leftovers from projects and things like that. So it's a whole collection of different scrappy, you know, what I would class as scraps. For me, scraps isn't just that, it's, you know, something that you've either, you know, used something, some part of it, or it's left over from something. I suppose you can make turn the word scraps into anything that works well for you. But yeah, it's just about using all those leftover things up. So I think we'll have that there. So that's near enough used that little pile up already. And this is going to be a lot more oh, I can't think of the word. I'm going to use, you know, I'll definitely use this for pockets and things like that, whereas, you know, who knows if this piece of paper would have ever got used. So yeah, put that there because everything was all going the same direction. So we've got this check bit here, so go back down here. And pop that there. Let's get rid of this last bit of, let's take that off. Can't have that down there. Just use that bit up. Sure, I'd got it upside down. That's better. Okay, so that's all those used up. So let's have some of this. This is from a stamp magazine where you stick your stamps, and I'm guessing the grid is for you to stick them, you know, so they're nice and straight. Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like everything's just falling on the floor. Right. I'll take that up there at the top. Okay, I'll save that to put in the next one because I think there's enough of that. So I'm going to now start going in with a bit of colour because I feel that, you know, that's enough. So let's have a look what we've got left of what I was using on Tim Holtz. So we've got that one, got this other green one, and I've got a couple of those. So anybody see the tear roller? It's here. I'm just going to start off and get a rough edge. That's that. Just finish it on that. So I'm going to put that there because I've just noticed that little piece wasn't covered up, so that can go across there like so. Okay. Oh, I just move these papers a bit because my little thing just keeps getting caught on it. Let's move that. Right, are we straight? We are. Right, let's just tear it down, it's probably quicker. So I'll have that there, like so. So I'm just making sure that I filled all the little gaps up. So that's there. I think I'll have some, let's use this piece up because I don't think that's going to be much use in anything. But I might keep that straight and go across there. Just take that white bit. So yeah, that'll go there. Like so, I can still see there's a bit there, but like I say, we're going to be putting fabric on and things like that, so you can fill it in then. Right, I think we need a bit more colour here. So can go there. Let's take that edge. So I'm going to take this one, what looks like rusty, I expect it's wood, isn't it? I was going to say bricks. I don't know if it is bricks or wood. So I'm going to pop that in there. So that can go there. Yep. I don't want to put too much green in it because I know when I come to use the pieces, I'll be wanting to, you know, stick botanicals and things like that on. So I don't want to over green it. So I think it's better more neutral than green, even though, you know, it probably looks a little bit boring. That doesn't really matter because it's not what it all look like when you come to use that. So let's just get that bit. That's it. So that can go there. It's a little bit big. I will want to cover some of that over actually. Let's put a bit more of this in. That's all. Put it up there just to break that up a little bit. That's it. We want something here. So that can go there. Got a little bit there. Might as well just not really fair. Let's have this piece. So that's there. Got a little bit there. So we can put a green bit there. Like so. And what's this back? Might have that bit there. And then I think we could do with some green. That's brown. Let's put some of this down. Yep. And then we've just got that bit there. I feel like it does need to be green. I'll have to, oh, I've got a bit of something. In fact, I've got a bit more of that Bay Bunny paper there. What's that look like? Yep. So I think that's kind of all filled in. Just going to pause for a little while. I just get my little scraps of fabric out. I'll see you in a sec. Okay, so I've got some bits and bobs in here. I don't know how useful they'll be, but we'll just randomly start sticking them down. I'm just thinking what to glue them with, because that I want to call it roll-on glue, whatever it is. Yeah, it won't be good enough. Look at my other scissors. I'm just going to cut the zigzag off here. Glue stick. Roll-on glue. Oh dear. I'm surprised it's not called roll-on glue. I suppose it's because it's not got a ball part in it. So, I don't know. I think for me that's possibly a bit too big. So I might have that across there. Just going to take that weird little point off. That's it. So I'll pop some glue on here. I'm going to say as long as it's got enough on just to hold it. So that can go there. Maybe we need a bit of something down here. They are really piddly little bits in here. And let's right in that corner. There was just a little gap in the paper, so that's there. So have a look what's next. I don't know about bits of lace or what. I suppose I couldn't I? Yeah. So pop that across there. Again, there was a little bit that needed covering. So that's that. I don't know how I feel about it having the zigzag. I suppose it's okay. It is on that little piece. I don't think it looked very good on the bigger piece. So that's there. We've got this other piece here. So let's, I don't know if to put that there. Or you can't see, can you? Oh dear, I'm just putting it further along. I'll show you when we get to it. So that's there. Right, let's have a look what else we've got. So I don't know. I'm finding it hard to think where does fabric go, because I've never done one. And I'm not just on about thickness, I'm on about, you know, I've never done a kind of scrap roll and then put bits of fabric on it. I don't know how I feel about it. Yeah, and I think that was the thing what put me off trying it, because it's a bit like, oof, putting fabric on. I'm not sure about that. So we shall see how it builds up. Oh, I've got a little bit of frayed burlappy. It's not burlappy, it's muslin. So that can go there. But I think when you're doing this kind of thing, if you're not very confident with fabric, I think you're best to kind of think of it as being like a piece of paper, and not think of it as much as, you know, it being fabric. I try and tell myself that, instead of looking at it, you know, something different, that yeah, it's just the same as paper. And I suppose, you know, in this kind of instance, we are using it the same way that we would use paper, so I think that's a good way to look at it. That can go there. So yeah, as you can see, I'm obviously not using a lot because, well, because I'm a bit frightened of it. But yeah, I suppose the more I keep doing it, the more it'll come a bit natural. Off my table. And don't know where else to put it. Put some there. Okay, let's move it along. Let's use a bit of this brown. Maybe put that there. Yeah. Totally overestimated that. So a little bit here. So that's that. Okay. So I think that's enough of that. Let's go back in with, I've got a lot of like biggish things, so what I'm thinking of doing is some of the bigger things, and I am going to ink these ones. So then just having them randomly on there to kind of bring it all together. But like I say, then when you do use a section, then I'll be able to put some botanicals on it and things like that. I'll use that further up there. Right, what have we got? Some, I've not glued that down, have I? No, was I thinking about it? So I like that there. But I feel like I need to incorporate the material instead of just ignoring it. It's not there. So I'll lay that on top of that a little bit. Like so. Let's just come over a little bit, that's it. Okay. Still don't think it's straight. I don't think it matters, does it? Ish. Right. I think I'll go down this side. Ink this up. Probably still too big. So let's see where I can put that. Yeah, I like that. So yeah, I'm now feeling a little bit better about the fabric because it is bringing it all together now. Especially with laying this layer, you know, with the fabric. Yeah. I'll have that down there because there was just a little piece that I'd missed out there. So you go through it and you think, oh yeah, I've covered it all, but it's surprising. So that can go there. So I think there's enough on that part. So go down a little bit. So maybe can do that. So I don't know, when I do this part, if I would be best to do the fabric and this together. Maybe that would help me. I'm kind of doing everything in the same, tilting it a little bit. If that would help me be able to use the fabrics a little bit more. So like if I was putting this ticket down, you know, and then sticking that down, and that might make me feel a little bit better. Well, not a little bit better, but just getting more used to using the fabrics with the paper. So I'm going to poke that in there. So I like that. I'm going to save that bit for another one. So what else we've got in here? Oh, got a bingo card. Let's take that. Right, so I think we could have that across there. I do feel like I need to do something with that piece of fabric because it's a little bit square, isn't it? Maybe that just needs something more like that. Yeah, put that in. So yeah, note to self, do not just put square pieces. The long ones seem to look fine, but yeah, the square ones aren't great. So that can go there. Okay. Then let's see. No, that's too patchy. Quite like that there. It's only a fraction over, but I quite liked that. Yeah. So that's that one. Probably save the other half for the bingo for the other one. I think what I'm going to do is, once I've done this, I shall pause. I shall lay the bottom down, and I'll come back and we'll do the fabric and the top bit again to see if I've kind of I don't know what the word would be. To see if I can use it differently the next time, and then we can compare the two. So I think we need something there. So, and to store this, I will just do the same as I do with my lace snippets, and I'll just hang it up on something, on a hook, and then you can cut it as you want it. I feel like that needs something. No, I do need, but again, I can put a botanical on that as I use it. So I shall use that there. Got to try and not think about what's up there, because you're never going to have a pocket, you know, as big as this, so it doesn't really matter what's up there if you've done the same or what have you, because it's never going to be, as long as it's not, you know, right next to it doesn't matter. Ooh, got a bit of tea back there. Might as well just put that down somewhere. I don't know where. Yeah, I'll just pop it there. No, I'm not. I'm going to pop it there. Right, what else can I put on here? I'll keep that bit of scrap. Surprising where your little bits of scrap end up in, isn't it? Right, I think I'll have that across there. And I'm just going to put the bigger one away and just get my one with my numbers and stuff, because I think we could do with just some little things. Right. Even though I do quite like the thought of having some random like book plates on, and plus it to get some of those bigger ones used up. I think I'll do that on the next one. So let's have a look. Definitely need to break. Let's start from this way. This is all about, you know, if that was a pocket, oh, that'd be, you know, not great. So I quite like that now. Okay. And I think it needs something around here. just cut this down a little bit. It's not. No, I don't think that's the right piece. Ooh. That should probably be a good piece. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that so far. This needs something. Maybe let's put some circles in. Yeah, I like that. I think putting some different kinds of shapes in kind of breaks it up, doesn't it? So I would be fine with that, kind of fine with that. So this bit needs something to bring it all together. I like that. Let's put that there. Yep. Right, still need something here to kind of bring this together. Oh. Like that there. Okay, still this bit's just a bit know-how. Wonder actually if to just put some paper in. I just feel like it's just been left colourless. Just, I don't want to rip too much off because I want it to still needs just a little bit more off, and then it'll be, oh, I'll rip too much off. Come on. Still needs a little tiny bit more off. Okay. Okay, not something like a lot of hard work, but I do think that has broke that up a bit better. So if we find something for there, I wonder about, no, I'm not keen on that. Maybe there's just parts that that you're not that keen on. And I'm definitely not keen on this bit. Yeah, it's the only bit that, like, oh well, we've only done that bit, but it is the only bit so far that I really am not keen on. But it, you know, it might be one of those bits that you never use anyway. It might just, you know, get chopped funny that yeah. I think a circle's good. But is it the right circle? No, it's way too big. I just don't know. I feel like I need to move on. I kind of like that. It'd be interesting to see how I do use these pieces. So, okay, like that. Okay. It's a little bit better, but I don't love that. Just that bit. Right. Let's move on and do something else. I don't know if that means a circle. Yeah, I like that. Okay, I think there's enough there. I think there's enough there. Yeah, I'm definitely liking this side more. I don't know why that is, but I'll just pop that there. Like so. So I think there's enough there. Maybe something around here. Yeah, I like that there. Okay, so I'm quite happy with that, and then we just need a bit more of something here. Oh, I like that. So we'll have that there. So yeah, all in all, I think it's pretty good. Like I say, I've never done one this wide before. And yeah, it is a little bit daunting, but yeah, I am quite happy with that. And actually, that's not that bad at all. It is when you just totally zoom into that piece, but if you're looking left and right, it really isn't. So yeah, I'm really happy with that. So I am going to pause now. In fact, no, I'm going to leave it at this, and I'll do a part 2 because this has got long enough. So yeah, I shall come back. I don't know when I'll come back. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow or in a couple of days. But yeah, I won't bother sewing this yet. I'll wait till they're both done, and obviously I want it to dry. But I do think it would be interesting to see if I use the fabric and the bits at the same time, if I feel more comfortable with that. But yeah, on the whole, I don't think it's too bad at all. And I had only got, you know, really random bits, but I don't want to be just tearing into material to put it onto here. It just doesn't seem right. Right, so thanks very much for joining me. If you've not had a go at this, you really, really should, because it is great fun. And like I say, you know, how many pockets would this make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. it could make 5-6 pockets, this. And like I say, if you think, you know, say I was using this part, and then, you know, that's probably too big. You've got a label there, and then you've got a picture. This is a sticker, but let's pretend it's a picture. And then you've got that there, and that's your pocket. It gives it a total different look. I mean, you know, this part that I'm not keen on, you know, if that was there and that was there and it was cut, you know, so yeah, I really like it. I can't believe I've not made one before, and I'm looking forward to actually using it. I don't know if 4 inches is a bit too big. I possibly wonder, I mean, my other one is cut to 4 inches, so I wouldn't, but that's, you know, a large, very large tag. So yeah, I think if I did it again, I'd perhaps go 3, and it would be nice. In fact, I'm going to cut that other one down to 3, because then I would have different sizes. Right, I'm going. I'll see you very soon. Bye for now.